So I'm a new client. Come in. What's the procedure? What happens?
So, coming in to see me, the first thing that will happen is we'll have a chat about pleasantries, just to help you sort of settle whether, you know, I think it's important, you know, we're not under any time pressure. We've got nice long appointments, so I think, you know, I purposely try not to pressure people. Then we'll get into, usually I like to get an overall picture of everything that's going on. And that's before I get into my consultation, so that gives me an idea of where I can point my consultation. I've been doing this for quite a long time now, so my consultations do vary significantly in terms of where I focus, but we'll have basically a broad ranging chat about what's going on in general, and then I will zone in specifically to...
So quite relaxed sort of atmosphere.
Quite relaxed, but also in depth.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I will go into medical history, you know, and I will go into injury history. I want to, you know, I will pretty much know everything about you by the time they walk out the door. And yeah, so being prepared for that sort of thing is important. And if somebody wants to bring a chaperone with them as well, it's important to be aware that these are things they need to be comfortable talking about in front of their chaperone as well. So,
and do they need to bring anything with them? Any medical records or anything like that?
I'm always happy to look at whatever medical records people feel might be appropriate, and certainly if people have had scans and things like that before, I ask for the written reports, not the actual images. Images are I mean, that's a whole degree in itself, just learning how to interpret the images. Yeah. So written reports are sometimes useful. I'm not generally too worried. The evidence behind a lot of X-ray and MRI images these days is from the viewpoint that a lot of the stuff we see is normal. You know, the classic is disc prolapses and disc bulges and all this sort of stuff. You know, 50% of the population with no back pain over the age of 40 have got disc prolapses and disc protrusions. So if you've had an X-ray and it shows a disc prolapse and disc protrusion, how do we know that wasn't there before your pain and it's just an incidental finding? Yeah. So I will look at them, and they're often very useful to rule things out. But they're certainly not essential. You know, if you're fit enough to walk in, I know there's not something catastrophically wrong with you.
And is there anything that you would need GP permission to do? I know there is a sports massage therapist. Is there anything for osteos?
No, I mean, so as an osteopath, I am trained to identify red flags. Yeah. Red flags are the things where generally one would refer on either immediately to A&E or to the GP. So certainly if we feel there's something like, in a rare case, cancer could present as low back pain, prostate cancer or something like that. So this is something that I would have an eye to, and if there was any suspicion of something like that, then I would clearly send back to the GP. So if there's a feeling that there might be something undiagnosed. If there's something that's diagnosed, then generally I've pretty much seen most things, and there's generally no problem with treatment. It might be a good idea just to put a call in just up front, just to have a chat, but I can't think of a situation where someone has had a diagnosed condition that is being treated where I have not been able to help them, and that's been cancer, MS. Those are the two that come to mind, ankylosing spondylitis, things like that.
Systemic sort